with it, and I'll make it a success. I'll work exceptionally hard at it.
The concierge service was a surprise. You then later reverted to the bakery idea. Should you have gone with that first?
Possibly. I mean, in hindsight, you might have stuck with your own experience, stuck with what you knew. However, I thought the concierge service, the sort of bespoke assistant service, was something that would appeal to Lord Sugar, being a very busy man. So I thought it was something that would make me stand out. But in hindsight, you know, I don't know.
OK. What did you think of this particular plan? What do you think? How
it's interesting, when you're thinking about making an investment, you think about two things. Do you believe in the person and do you believe in the idea? No, you as the person, totally believable in. Absolutely amazing performance throughout the whole series. I think you just pitched the wrong idea. I think Sir Alan was wanting you to come in with an idea that you can invest in. He was so gutted, and I think you chose the wrong one. If you'd come in and said it's all about, you know, doing your cake business, and I think you would have walked it.
Jane, what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, if this had been like the other Apprentice series and it was about getting a job at the end, you absolutely nailed it. There was no one else who even came close to you, and you would absolutely have won. But right at the very end, I think your big mistake was that which is exactly what you just said. You thought, what would Lord Sugar like me to come in and do, rather than you actually thinking, what do I want to do, and what is it that will play to my skills? And so you just at the very last hurdle just became very uncertain, and it was a real shame to see, because for me, up to that point, you were the undoubted winner.
You could not have done any more. Ultimately, just right at the end, you were up against, like you say, a guy with business ideas, an entrepreneur, a lovely guy as well, but you were sensational. You couldn't have done anything more. Well done.
Thank you.
One thing that always impresses, by the way, one thing that always impresses was your focus. The fact that you never let, well, I say you never let that slip. There was one moment, excuse me, where you wavered.
My social life, my personal life don't mean anything to me. I live to work, that's all I do. Oh, sorry, Tom, we're just going past about 20 firemen. Got a bit distracted then. OK, back onto pies.
We can overstate the formality of it, and you're all very good at the business. But, like, the dancing, for example, the dancing we've seen in every your highlights clip, there's always some shot of the Apprentice. That was because of you, wasn't it?
It was, yes. It was my 30th birthday while we were all living together.
And you all had a big party in the house.
Yes,
and
we
was
did.
it actually on your birthday?
It was actually the day before my birthday, because we'd been in there so long and you lose track of dates. I actually thought it was my birthday on the Sunday, and it wasn't. And then I realised it was on the Monday.
I'm really glad Alan Sugar didn't know that piece of information, because he wouldn't have got this far. You don't know your own birthday.
I was just too focused.
Focus on the business. Birthdays are not for me. Birthdays are for losers. Birthdays are for the weak.
Yeah, I don't have a life.
Yeah, we forget that. Yeah, it's a bit of a first we have on this show. We've never had somebody actually try to instigate, in the middle of a task, a mutiny.
I heard there was like a coup in the kitchen.
Is it best if I take over as project manager? In charge at all. She doesn't seem to be organised or seem to even grasp the concept of what we're meant to be doing. I just think I would be able to give a better overview while you're actually shifting the goods. It's very difficult to respect your leader and follow them when you know she hasn't got a clue what she's talking about.
No to that, and that's it.
Were you amazed by that moment?
It's a corporate takeover. It's an amazing thing to see happen. It's as you say, it's an Apprentice first. But I thought, actually, you were kind of doing it for the right reasons, because you've got to be... The team's got to win. If the team wins, then no one's going to get fired. So I actually thought you did it in quite a respectful way, and I'm surprised Tom didn't sort of step in and back you up, actually.
But, just because I saw a clip of Melody. Hi, Melody. She probably wants me to remind you that what you were going to do was wrong. That was the problem.
That also is, yeah.
You see Melody, I can see it on her face. She's like, yes, I know, I know. Congratulations, by the way, on all your awards.
Yes, that is the point about that. Like, I mean, we can praise you for your initiative in taking over, but there was still a wobble strategically through all that.
In hindsight, I should have put myself forward from the beginning.
What would your plan have been as a matter of interest?
The strategy would be to try and get massive orders from retailers.
Hold on, why are you going into retailers? They can go to wholesalers like you can also. What do they need you for?
A lot of these retailers aren't big enough to have deliveries or anything like that, so they're getting the service as well.
We don't have any delivery costs. I mean, all our wholesalers come to us.
Helen, this retail strategy thing was wrong. It was totally wrong.
Why did you go after what we now call the retail strategy in business textbooks terms? And I go, why did you think this is the one?
I don't know, it was completely wrong. It was completely wrong.
Fair enough, all right.
I don't know why I came up with that strategy. I had my eye on these big orders, and that's all I could keep thinking is the way we're going to beat the other team is if we get a massive order in. And then I thought of this idea and then couldn't sort of see anything else and just went for it and it was wrong.
You didn't get the partnership, but you were very much the winner of this process because everyone were, well, there's no one who wouldn't employ you, basically. Also, it's very difficult to give you a gift because you got all the treats, to be honest. So we want to give you a memento of that moment where you in the kitchen, where you stood up for the workers of The Apprentice. You said enough is enough. It is time for a revolution. And in that revolutionary spirit, we have said, Viva Helen. Viva Helen for the coup in the kitchen. You are the Che Guevara of our process. That is for you. Thank you very, very much. You're going to take that.
Thank
you. Now, you made it all the way to the final. Here are your highlights.
I'm extremely hardworking, I'm very passionate, driven, focused. We're absolutely nailing this. I've won the last 5, I'm not losing one.
Well done for making money out of nothing. You're like the lucky mascot.
I don't need to be loud. Yay!
That is a launch of a mega product.
Hip, hip, hooray!
I've got a lot of respect for Helen. I think Helen just looks perfect.
Yeah, Helen is, yeah, she is.
What about mini pies? Oh, I'm excited. Welcome to my pie.
Pies win, very, very good.
Helen is a talented lady. I'm very glad to be on your team.
Always been determined to get to the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, Helen Milligan. And now to our winner. This was the moment we knew who would be going into business with Lord Sugar.
My decision is that, Tom, you are going to become my business partner. Tom, you're hired.
Brilliant. Thank you, Lord Sugar.
Please welcome the winner of The Apprentice 2011, Tom Pellerode.
Wow.
How good does that feel?
Was that for me?
That was all for you. Yeah, that and a cheque. It's how good this is. It's a win for the nerds. It is a win for the geeks.
For the glasses, for the engineers, for the mathematicians,
It is a win for the numbers guy. This is for everyone who bullied us at school. Yes, that's great. Because we saw you happy when you won, like, week 6. How happy are you now?
Sort of scaling up from that amazingly. It's just... How do you explain it? It's been such a roller coaster for me. I don't think anyone has ever lost as many times as I have and made it through to the final. But it's such a thrill.
Yeah, you lost a lot. We'll get to that.
Yes.
We'll get to.
I thought I'd get it in early.
Yeah, I know. No, it's okay.
So you couldn't kind of build all over it.
Listen, you've won. We can say whatever you want. You're bulletproof now. Let's bring on, however, the man who will be your new business partner. Please welcome Lord Sugar. Tell us why you chose Tom.
Well, you know, I am a product man, I suppose, deep in my heart, really. And all of these kind of, what I call service industries, really, are not my forte. But, and that's really, you know, what Tom's all about, is it's quirky enough to kind of, something there we're going to do. I'm sure we're going to do it. Just a gut feeling. And I've done lots of things in my life through a gut feeling. And he's a man that's come up with a product. And
is that specific product that you're looking into, or there's a whole range of products?
Well, you know, the chair is going to need a bit of tweaking, as I said. Yeah. Quite a bit of tweaking, I think. We might turn it into a nail file, for example. But no, Tom's got a lot of products. He's been very successful with some of the nail care products. Which we've discussed, and I think that, and he, as he demonstrated, has had a great success in America with them, and something may have gone wrong somewhere, and we hope to pick that up and enhance those products and see if we can get them going again.
Yeah, we've heard a lot about this curved nail file. That, my friends, in profile, is a curved nail file, and if I just point out, these are the fingers that the curved nail file was working on this afternoon. It's not a really good advertising for it. You'll probably get a more professional model.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But there's a day, but you're okay to go back and go through this and develop this range now?
Yes, yes. And what, I learned a huge amount through this process.
Yeah.
And I specifically learned a lot from those interviews where I think Matthew especially pointed out, Tom, you developed this, but then you seem to just move on to the next one.
Yeah.
I've actually got a load more ideas within this area which I've never done anything with. And that's where we should be focusing next.
So you're going to start and finish was the terms they use?
Exactly.
OK,
yes.
right. Michael, do you want to...
Yeah. Oh, my back's gone. Oh, my God, it's the chair.
We lose thousands every year from accidents like this. We don't know what the